Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to go through tons of money making methods you can use from early, mid-game, end-game. This is just covering the entire thing, and hopefully you do learn some good money making methods along the way. But before we get into the video, please subscribe because it does help me out a lot, and the channel is growing very well at the moment, so thank you very much. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Alright, so to start off with, there's a few early game methods I want to show you guys, and there's a bunch of cool stuff you can do. So, obviously, I show this every time, but getting the God Potion from here... Oh, this is the... there is a new mayor, currently. I'll check out what he does in a second. That might be able to make you some money as well. But, basically, you want to claim your free booster cookie and get your God Potion from here, and also, or a heat core if you do get enough, maybe, might be a good idea. But God Potion is very awesome because you can just sell it and it makes you a lot of money, so that's really cool. And also this is okay, so this is why everything looks different, I think, because there's these enforcer people, goons. But yeah, basically what you want to do is just try and sell that God Potion on the AH for then like 500k, which will get you a very good start on your profile. What? Wait, what? Apparently I can't go into the auction house. I think I have to talk to Dante. Happy Mask and Dante Talisman. Okay. Apparently it's a helmet. Wait, so I can't go in the auction house without one of those. Okay. So basically God Potions will sell for around 500,000 coins, which will give you a very, very quick start into Skyblock, and you can basically use this to get... It's gone for about 400k now, so I think maybe heat cores might be a better investment, but God Potions are pretty good for the amount of bits you have to pay for them. 400k coins is very nice. You can sell it for that and easily make a good amount of coins early game, which will then help you do some of these other methods, which we're going to show you in a minute. But next early game thing I'm going to talk about is the Jerry event. Now this is literally the most important... What? Eh? Wait. Dante has literally cancelled the money-making method, apparently. Double AH and Bazaar tax, 10% coins on shops, 5 coins per minute for chatting. What? This is horrible. What the hell? Hazardous events? What do you mean? Oh, okay. Well, apparently you can't do Jerry events currently, but normally you'll be able to do a Jerry event and make around 1.2 million coins worth of presents just by doing that. And that is very awesome because you get about, I'd say you get an average, like, a lot of white gifts basically. And that is also a very good way to make a ton of money early game and be very cool. So yeah. Yeah, you'll sell all your presents to the bazaar instead of opening them, and you'll get a ton of coins. So yeah, let's move on to the next method. So yeah, basically it appears that Skyblock is currently having a civil war or something, and there's a YouTube rank in my lobby who appears I think he's reading a script or something, but Seraphine is having a revolution, or a resistance against Dante. But let's go back to the money-making methods. So yeah, next, I would say you want to head over to the Spider's Den. This is a pretty cool place to go if you... This is more like in-demand coins. You probably have a decent amount of coins if you've done Jerry events or you've done anything like that. Obviously, you can't do Jerry events because Dante appears to have cancelled Christmas, which is a bit weird. But yeah, basically what I would suggest doing is trying to find as many relics as you can, because that'll get you a few early game coins, which can be very useful to maybe buy minions or do something like that. With the archaeologist, you have to talk to him once, and then you can go find relics. All the locations are on the wiki, but there's one up here, I know. There's one like down there, and there's one down there, and there's one in there. So yeah, there's a ton down in the caves, but it might be a bit difficult to get into the caves currently. But yeah, that is a good way to make a few early game coins, which might be decent enough for you to get some coins to set up other stuff like this. So next, I suggest going on to farming. Now, once you've sort of made some coins, you're going to need to get yourself some sort of hoe. Now, obviously, I would start with just a regular diamond hoe, but try and get as many turbo books on it as you can, and eventually upgrade to either like a sugarcane hoe maybe, or something like that. But that's going to help you get a lot of cane from your farms. Now, this is not an example. Do not copy this whatsoever. This is actually a very bad farm, but I don't do much farming. So, yeah, I would suggest following... I don't want to switch to my other profile, but you should have a full layer of... I'd suggest building a full layer of cane first, and then do another one on top of that, and then you need another half for it to all regrow by the time you cut it all down. But honestly, I think 2 layers is enough. But obviously I haven't done that, so it's not too important. But you do need to get as much as you can, and then you can just go along here and farm quite easily. Now, the reason you want to do this is because cane sells for a lot. Obviously, cane is quite expensive in the bazaar, but yeah, basically it's very cool. And farming this will then allow you to build different farms, as for example Netherwart, which makes you a ton more money. And eventually you'll be able, I'm still working on a Netherwart farm because it's really difficult, annoying to place all of this stuff, and soul sand is really expensive and quite difficult to get. So yeah, basically it's just annoying. Yeah. Also, currently I wouldn't suggest auction flipping or anything like that because Dante seems to have doubled the tax on the auction house and the bazaar, so that's not very good. He seems like a pretty sucky mayor so far. I think this is like a story thing that they're doing, which seems very cool. But yeah, I definitely suggest doing farming, and then we'll get on to the next method. So, after you've done a few methods in the early game, I'd suggest starting to get your gear together and hopefully start one-shotting zealots maybe, and work on sort of, I'd say those methods before will help you get up to sort of Ender Armor and, what do you call it, Ender Armor and a Raider's Axe, which is the best combination to start with. You need Fierce on all of your Ender Armor, Growth 5, Prot 5, and you should get a very easy way to kill at least 9,000 health Enderman, and then you might need to go to Strong Dragon Armor AOTE to start one-shotting Zealots, but once you can, obviously that is one of the best mid-game, early-game money-making methods because it's so consistent and it's just quite easy to do. It's just, you have to invest a lot of time into it is the thing. People always get annoyed at me for saying Zealot farming is a good method. It kind of is. It gets outclassed by farming once you get higher level and stuff, and dungeons as well is even better apparently. But yeah, basically all you have to do is just go and kill zealots, and if you see, I have a zealot counter on, so 8 zealots currently. I've just got a summoning eye, so yeah, you just need to get that to about, I think the average is 400, but normally I get it around 250-ish. I've got decent luck with zealots. One time I got to 900, which was not very good. It took me like an hour, and I still didn't get one. So yeah, I'd say it's 2 zealots an hour, 2 summoning eyes an hour, which is about 1.2 mil an hour. If you're lucky, you might not be lucky. Is the thing. That's what you have to bear in mind. People always get annoyed at me for saying it's a good money making method. But yeah, that is very good. I'd say this is like slightly starting to move towards middle end game. But this is probably what you're gonna do for a while until you get yourself a decent amount of money. Now, the way you start getting up to sort of the money levels I'm at right now is 43 mil and 7 mil, it's 50 mil. Is you've got to use your money you make from summoning eyes, farming, all of that stuff, and sort of put it towards your minions, I'd say is the best way to do it. And obviously I've shown this minion setup hundreds of times on my channel, just go and look at those videos, but you can put it towards snow minions, or you can put it towards super compactors and lava buckets, even, what are they called, magma buckets, and I think you can even go higher than that, plasma buckets, I think is what they're called. And yeah, once you get this sort of set up, you'll make around 1,000,000 coins a day easy just by not doing anything. So all you have to do is log in every 4 days or something and collect these guys, and you'll make a ton of coins like that. Obviously, that isn't the fastest. It's inactive method, which is great. I love inactive money making methods because you don't have to do anything, which is why they're so good. And yeah, basically you just have to farm and do everything I've shown you so far. Now currently what I would suggest later on is try an auction flip and bazaar flip. Normally what I like to try is getting dragon frags and looking at if I can craft the thing for cheaper than it's selling on the auction house, and then flip it, make like 10k coins. But currently obviously with this Dante thing, it's not going to go so well. Now there's like mass protests going on in the lobbies about this thing, and all the main lobbies are filling up with people protesting against him, and I've been shooting my Jerry Sheen gun at him. But there seems to be a resistance, so it's going to be very cool, and hopefully he gets out of the mayor's office because he's very annoying, and I have to wear this stupid happy mask. Now I'm thinking about investing in that talisman as in the thing because it costs 1,000,000 coins. I just would rather be able to wear my thingy. So yeah, but that would show my support for Dante, which is not what I want to do really. Yeah, so that is basically all the money making methods I can show you. Obviously there is a few more. Obviously dungeons is one of the main ones currently. I've been actually playing a decent bit of dungeons recently. Obviously I'm not very good at it, and I've got Shadow Assassin and Do I need... Does Dante... Oh, I don't need his mask on here, do I? So yeah, I would normally be wearing this in dungeons, and I need to 5-star all my gear, but once I can do that, I should be able to start grinding up my catacombs level and hopefully making some money. Now, how you're going to make money in dungeons is probably from the reward chests. If you go in, say you're doing floors 1 to like 3, you'll probably want to flip like books, enchanted books. Maybe Ultimate Wise is a good one to flip. I always did that. I bought it for 50k from the chest, then sold it for 100k to the auction house, and then eventually once you get to floor 5, armor pieces, stuff like that. And floor 7, I'm not exactly sure on the loot, but I think it's like you get armor pieces obviously, and you can flip those for more than the chests, as well as ultimate enchant and stuff like that, which are going to be very useful to flip. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So if you, I wouldn't try to do any too risky stuff at the moment, because this Dante mare seems to be messing everything up, and you might end up losing some coins somehow. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, I'll give you some updates on this, how this is going. But yeah, that is basically all I have time for today. So I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.